I need your help.
If it's absolutely necessary, what's wrong?
The farmer Akil is under attack by mercenaries.
What? Those riffraff are hanging around on Akil's farm? Then let's not waste any time. Follow me.
It's gonna get even worse.
Anything's possible.
Now watch how this works.
All over again.
You shouldn't have come here.
Hang on!
Not a silly bastard.
Thank Innos. I thought my time had run out. My name is Akil. I've farmed this humble piece of land.
Who were those people?
I think I better take
Those were
this
mercenaries from Onar's farm. Those bastards don't know anything but plunder and murder. I'd been fearing the worst. Well, thank Innos it didn't come to that. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Nothing. Just as long as you got through this all right.
You're an exceptional fella. May Innos guard you on your way.
Baltram sent me. I'm supposed to pick up a shipment for him here.
So, you're his new messenger. Okay, I've already made up the package.
What did the mercenaries want from you?
You don't know that? Onar, the landowner, hired them. They guard his farm and collect the rent for him. And that means they go from farm to farm and take whatever they want. And whoever can't pay gets a taste of their steel.
You know your way around this area.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Where can I find Onar's farm?
Just go back down the stone steps and follow the road to the east. At some point, you come to a tavern. From there, you go farther east until you come to the big fields. That's where the mercenaries hang out.
What is that tavern to the east of here?
Ask Randolph. He knows more about it than I do. He's been there a few times.
What is there in the woods behind your farm?
There's just a whole bunch of monsters back there. And the wolves are the least dangerous. A few bandits are also said to have their caves there. Well, they've left my farm alone so far.
I've gotta go.
So long. I really wish I could have done more for you.
All right, that's that. I'll be off then.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. That's not what my husband thinks. That's what I've always said.
I took care of the bandits.
Really?
These are
Anyone
bad
could
times.
say that. Do you have proof?
Should I go back and cut off their heads?
No, I don't think that will be necessary.
It's typical.
I believe you. You have done the merchants and the city a great service. Here is the money you were promised.
You don't say. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Really? How interesting. But that's terrible. That's an open secret. And he works all day, too. These are bad times.
Will it ever change?
He simply talks too much to himself.
I brought the package.
Well done. I'll see to it that I sell it. Come back tomorrow.
I witnessed it myself.
I'm not telling you anything
I
new.
hadn't seen it with my own eyes. That's not what I heard.
Hey, you! Where you
Someone's
going?
gotta do the
No
work.
matter what your plans are, there'll be plenty of time later. You're right in front of the Pearl of Corinus, the Red Lantern. This
Really,
is the
how
most
interesting.
beautiful brothel in all of Myrtana, damn it.
And it's gonna get
Sailors
worse.
from the most remote corners of the world dock here
better
just
shut
to
up.
spend a few nights in the Red Lantern. And now, it's you who has the chance, nay, the honor of spending a night with Nadia, the most passionate flower of the gods. Come on in, and you're going to experience what others cannot
not what I
even
heard.
dream of.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
That's not what I heard.
Hey, do you need fish? Get your fish here, fresh from the depths of the
Been known a
sea.
long time.
Same old thing.
I
all
think this
over
piece of paper belongs to you.
What? Let me see.
Completely.
Same old
Okay, let's stay calm about this. Listen, I have resold the goods I got from the bandits.
staying out.
But there's no reason to take this straight to the militia, right? I'm sure we can come to an understanding, can't we?
I've got no time for things like that.
Make me an offer then.
All right, I'll tell you something. I can sell you more than just fish.
I've got no time.
If you hand me this ridiculous piece of paper and forget about the matter, you and I can become the best of trading partners.
To hear that.
That's been known a long
Oh, really? What kind of goods would those be?
Well, I could offer you quite special fish. You see, not just plain ones for eating.
You mean like the one that contained your hidden message?
You've got it. I have several of those fish.
And there's more.
All right, it's a deal. I think we can keep this little matter between ourselves.
Thank you. Just drop in next time you happen to be in the vicinity. I'm bound to have some interesting things for you.
Tell me
Show me your fish.
It's a bad business.
that will never change.
He would have never thought of that himself.
You don't have to tell me that.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Same old thing all over. Been there, done that.
Will it ever change?
It had to happen sooner or later.
That's an open. And he works all day, too. You don't say.
And that's the truth.
Who says things like that? That's if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. I don't believe that.
All right, you win.
Thing to himself.
Hey, you.
It's an open.
Lamar says hello.
That's not what I heard. Not bad.
Did you sell the wares then?
Yeah, but for less than I thought. I only got 300 gold pieces. Part of that goes to my employers, and Cardiff gets his usual percentage, plus the gold for your commission. Which leaves a total of 240 gold pieces. We'll split those as agreed. Here's your part. You did good work. I've passed that on to my employers. What comes of that is out of my hands.
Really? How interesting.
Hey, you!
Hey, you, come over here. I've got something for you. There's a fellow here who insisted on talking to you. Since you weren't here, he told me to give you a message. He wants to meet you. Behind Halver's fish shop. This piece of information is free, but that's an exception, kid. Anything beyond that will cost you.
What did the guy look like?
I could tell you that. But you need to pay for it, my friend.
I need information. What did the guy look like?
Well, rather tall, dark-skinned and strong, but no uniform. Somehow menacing.
And his face?
His face? When he looked at me, I was glad that it wasn't me he had come for. There was something scary in his eyes. Anyway, I think you should go see him. This is bound to be interesting.
Yeah, the question is, for whom?
Things like that. He can't keep anything to himself. That's not what I heard.
Can I get a drink here?
As long as you have gold, you can even eat here if you want.
And how's business going?
Ah, don't remind me. Lord Andre is serving free beer at the Gallows Square. Hardly anybody comes here now, except for the rich people from the upper quarter.
What's wrong with them?
Some of those swells can really get on your nerves. Take that Valentino, for instance. I can't stand the sight of him, but I can't pick my customers. I need every coin I can make. The little I had managed to save has been stolen, along with all my silver.
You've been robbed?
Well, it's been a while already. It was still rather crowded that night, and I was doing the rounds serving beer. I wasn't gone long from behind the counter, but it was long enough for those bastards. I went to see the militia about it, but they couldn't find a thing, of course. They prefer to get plastered on free beer.
But so great was the wrath of Beliar when he came across the land.
Hey, you!
Due to the general situation,
teach me how to sneak around.
All right. Near the city
So
are to be
first,
avoided for
you
your
have to
own
make sure that you
protection.
shift your weight
Furthermore,
properly.
any
To achieve
contact
that,
with the
bend your
rebelling
knees
peasantry in
and
the
always
surrounding
put your foot
areas
down,
is
heel
strictly
first.
forbidden.
Make sure that you always keep your weight on the foot you're standing on until you've got your other foot securely placed. Most creatures you can't sneak up on unless they're sleeping. The beasts just smell you. So always pay close attention when you're out there.
And Beliar spoke to another creature, but Adanos brought forth the tide, and the creature was washed from the face of the earth. And thus spake Adanos to his brothers, never again shall you walk on my land.
What do you want?
I wanted to have a look around here.
Then where exactly are you headed?
I've always said.
Hey, wait up. I, have a message for you from Lamar.
Now that's... a fight! Whack 'em! Let him have it! Not bad. I won't tell her a thing from now on. That's not what my husband thinks.
No one really wants to hear that.
That's not what my husband thinks.
That's what I've always said.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Finally, I've been waiting for you, stranger.
Who are you, and what do you want from me?
That isn't important. What is important is what you've done. You have remained loyal, even if you weren't aware of it. Some benefactors have become aware of your loyalty, and they are offering you a chance, so use it.
Hey, just tell me why you're here.
I have a gift for you. Everything else is up to you, stranger.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Go away, don't tell me that.
I don't believe that.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Let's wait and see what happens. I've got no time for things like that myself.
You listen to the wrong people.
Someone's got to do the work.
You don't say.
That was obvious all along.
Hey! Do you know anything about a thieves' guild in town?
The questions you ask. Of course, there's a thieves' guild here, just like in every big city. And every petty pickpocket or fence is probably connected to it somehow.
You don't say.
Do you know where I can find the thieves' guild?
No offense, but even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you anything. These people usually react very sensitively to things like that. If you want to get involved with them, you should be very careful.
You don't say.
I've got this key here. It's been corroded by sea salt.
So?
I think it will lead me to the hideout of the thieves' guild.
Let's wait and see what happens.
Well, it could be the key to the sewers.
It's not what I heard.
Where can I find the sewers?
What do I know? They usually empty into the ocean.
Someone's gotta do the work.